Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first day of quarantine. That's right, it is March 16th today, I believe it is. March 16th, and it is kind of the first official day of quarantine. The entire world is going under quarantine because of the COVID-19 virus. So everything is just shutting down. The stock market is destroyed. World markets are getting annihilated. Everything is shutting down. People are getting sick. It's like pandemonium out there. Even my gym is closed as of today. Schools are closed. My daughter has no school. It's just like insanity. So obviously, if I'm going to be quarantined, I'm going to quarantine myself somewhere where there's fishing going on. So we're going to pack up. I'm going to stop at the grocery store really quick and see if there's anything even left on the shelves. And grab a couple things so I can make sandwiches, because today's going to be a long day. We're going to be going out all day today, right up until dark. So I hope you join me, and hopefully, we have a great day out there on the ice. You know how I feel about ice fishing. You guys saw my last video where the ice fishing sucked. So hopefully today's the day. All right, let's get ready. I'm gonna make myself a protein shake. Then we're gonna get some food, and then we're off to the ice fishing grounds. All right, let's do it, guys. Come on. Every great shake starts with some banana, of course. Whey protein, glutamine, creatine. Of course, then we gotta load up on the ice. Some frozen fruit. Just a little bit. Some egg whites and a little bit of milk. And here in Canada, our milk is in the bag. Booyah. Oh, we forgot the magic ingredient. Can't forget about the peanut butter. All right, so we are driving up to the location that we're gonna go fish, and Mark just called me. I took the phone and he's like, hey, hang on a second, and I could hear a bunch of yelling in the background or something. I don't know what's going on. And he's like, I'll call you back. So I'm gonna be there in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully there's no disaster. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. The day's already starting bizarre. We'll see what happens. It's pretty cold. It's minus 10 degrees right now, but it is gonna warm up to +1 to +3, so it should be pretty good. Not too cold. Sorry, I'm too tired to figure out what that is in Fahrenheit right now. But I've got the radio on, and all we're talking about on the radio is, you know, what's going on with quarantine and what's everybody doing, and it's depressing. So now I've switched it over and I'm listening to ZZ Top instead. All right, let's carry on. Okay guys, we got the essentials so we can make some sandwiches while we're out on the ice. Good thing we don't need toilet paper. Unbelievable. Okay, here's the situation. We just got off the phone with Mark, and it turns out that the dam, that there's a dam that's sort of near the area you want to fish, has opened up, and it's completely flooded the ice. So everything is flooded, there's water everywhere, and it's super dangerous, so we cannot go into that area anymore. So there's other spots that we could go to, but unfortunately they've started opening up because it is late in the season. So we are trying to see if we can figure out somewhere to go that would be safe to fish and worth trying to fish. But we're trying, the adventure continues as we desperately look for fish on day 1 of the epic worldwide quarantine. Stay tuned for more. Here's the deal, guys. We are now parked on the side of the highway. You can see cars parking, cars flying by. And I guess we're gonna just park here, leave the trucks here, and try and walk and see if we can find some ice. This is so sketchy. Well, don't mind me. I'm just walking along a highway, going ice fishing apparently. Ooh, I got 2 fish right here.
Any size?
No, there's no red.
No red?
No.
Junk.
Just green and yellow. See them? See the big yellow? All right, no camera on, but of course I just caught this beauty. First one of the day. About damn time. In the bucket you go, buddy.
Don't
Boom.
eat the other ones.
Boom! Look at that.
Don't eat the other ones.
Yeah, seriously, small size difference there. There we go. We're starting. Give me some elbow. Boot. All right, let's see. All right, guys, we're out here on the ice. Mark has drilled about, I don't know, 60 holes. You got him out here doing some slave labor. And basically we're just moving around, bouncing around, hole to hole. But so far all we found are a crap ton of tiny perch and a couple of crappie. The biggest one of the day is the one that I caught so far that you've already seen. But you know, we're just moving around, taking it easy. I'm not filming too much. I'm just trying to chill out and relax and really focus on trying to catch some fish. It's like we're just starting off the afternoon. It's about lunchtime, so we're hoping that as we fish later into the afternoon and into the evening when the sun starts coming down, hopefully it starts turning on the fish. So let's get back at it and keep working all these different spots that we've opened up and see if we can find us some more fish, all right? Oh, get out of the transducer. No, he's gone. Oh, we had something. All right, so as I explained, guys, we're gonna move on. We just keep trying different holes. If we don't see any signals on the sonar, if it's not really picking up anything, I'm not interested in anything, move on. Oh, I see a fish right there already in the bottom. Let's see if we can get his attention. So he was following me up, and then all of a sudden he broke off and went straight back down. That's usually a perch. Let's go get the GoPro and we'll stick it down there. We'll see if we can see the fish, just for the hell of it. Let's see if it works. The water is gin clear out here, so we might be able to see it. All right, we're gonna see if we can see any fish with this bad boy. Hello, you ready to go for a trip? Okay, well, I just caught a crappie, but it looks like the GoPro froze as usual. I don't know what the deal is with this GoPro. This is a GoPro 7, and it freezes constantly, and it's trash, and I'm ready to just throw it down that hole right there. I don't know. I don't understand what the deal is with this camera. It freezes constantly. It's brutal. Sorry, guys. I caught another fish. That's 3 fish, and every single time the video was not running or the video is corrupt. I don't know what the story is. I just tried to play the video back. It has audio, but no video. The video's frozen. So, sorry. Let's try again. Hey, it's recording. It's back. It's alive. In case you guys haven't been paying attention, this GoPro is being a piece of junk and freezing constantly and being a pain in the ass. Alright. Let's try more video, shall we? It's the GoPro being a pain in the ass. I'm going to try something different. We're going to try a GoPro brand battery and see if that makes a difference. What's up, fellas? Quick little update. I don't know what's going on, but the GoPro is just dying on me. Every time I stop it, it's like frozen. It corrupts the video file, so everything is freezing up. I'm not sure if I've caught anything. I've caught 3 fish, and pretty sure all 3 of them did not capture on the camera. So I don't know what to tell you. This may not even be a decent update. So I apologize in advance. It's getting on. It's probably about, I don't know, 3:30, 4 or something like that. So evening, late afternoon and evening is coming. So hopefully it'll pick up. Keith just caught his first one, but overall it's been pretty slow. So we'll keep at it. And I don't know what the deal is with this GoPro, but it does freeze a lot, even though I keep it up to date. So I'm thinking it's time to make a change to another brand. I'm thinking of trying out Garmin's. Leave a comment below if you guys use something other than GoPro as your action cameras. I'm curious what other brands you guys like, because I find my GoPro 7 just freezes up way too much. Anyway, let's get back at it. I'm wondering if it's the like the cheapo brand batteries that I'm using instead, like, you know, instead of a GoPro branded battery. I don't know. So I just switched to a GoPro brand battery. Holy crap, look at the fish fest going on in here. Let's see if we can catch a fish on camera finally. What do we get here? Might have caught a fish on camera this time. Wouldn't that be a Christmas miracle? There we go, guys. Look at that. It's a bit of a miracle. Nice little bluegill. There you go. There you go. Boop. All right, guys, you've heard me talk about this before, but in case this is the first time you watch one of my ice fishing videos, There's one thing that I feel like is super critical aside from, you know, your rod and reel and the ability to drill these holes, and that is a awesome sounder unit, which is this, like right, this guy here. It's a Humminbird Ice 35, and I mean, this is so critical to looking for fish and to even catching the fish, because with the flasher I can see if there's any fish whatsoever. I can see them coming up and chasing my lure. I can see how they're reacting, if I need to bounce it off their head or make them chase it or whatever. So I mean, without this, you are completely blind. I highly recommend you pick up one of these, even if it's a dirt cheap one. You don't have to go crazy with like a Panoptix version, but of course if you want to spend the bucks, go for it. But I cannot tell you how critical these are, because it would be so much harder to find and catch the fish without being able to see that they're there. And of course, one of the techniques you want to use is when the fish is coming to your lure, and again, like if you didn't have it, you wouldn't even know it, but when the fish is coming to the lure, what you want to do is you want to gradually just shake it. You want to just gently shake it and gradually move it upwards, 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 and make the fish work for it. And you'll see when they have to chase it, they'll hammer it. Whereas if you just sit it there and dead stick it or just keep it and jig it, they'll look at it and you'll actually see them come up and then swim away. Whereas if you make them work for it a little bit, they tend to bite it a lot more aggressively. So guys, again, super important. Get yourself a flasher, you know, an ice fishing sonar unit. It'll just save you so many headaches, and you will catch a lot more fish, and like no doubt about it. The other thing too is you can put the sounder down, drop your lure down, and if you see there's no activity whatsoever, okay, don't waste your time. Move on to another hole. Go drill yourself another hole 10-20 feet away and keep trying. And of course, make sure you bring your phone with you or a portable GPS unit and mark your waypoints. That way, over time, fishing those same areas, you'll eventually identify the more productive areas at what times of the year. All right, guys, so that's it. That's my advice when it comes to ice fishing. And of course, if you're like me, bring lots of food. All right, let's keep going. There's one of those little baby perch. King of the jungle, folks. Look at this thing. Appreciate your tenacity, little man. Boop. Yeah, here we go. Now we're gonna get another fish on camera, at least, if he doesn't get stuck on the ice like he is right now, and in the transducer. There you go. Oh, gosh. Start with that. Do that. There you go. There, another one for the aquarium. All right, so guys, I think I've figured out the battery situation, or the freezing situation. It seems like as soon as I switch to a GoPro brand battery, it's not freezing anymore. So maybe the generic batteries, the cheaper batteries from Amazon that I'm using, are just not able to handle this kind of temperature, and that's what's locking it up. Anyway, whatever. Finally caught a couple of fish on camera.
That's what happens when you buy a roll of toilet paper off Amazon. They give you a free battery.
Oh, that's enough with the toilet paper jokes. Well, there's a perch for you guys. There's a perch. Just caught this guy. Very slow though. That's why the camera hasn't been on. It's hours at a time. Oh, got something going on over here. All right, Keith has hooked into something significant here. A transducer. Oh boy. What you got there, Keith?
It's a pike.
You got a dirty pike?
I'll tell you that.
Oh, we got some excitement as we're about to go. Keith, my man.
I don't want to fire.
Keith doesn't like being on camera, so that's why he's not in the shot.
So I'm thinking pike. Oh, Hollywood here is going to hang on to him for hours.
But it'll break if I don't.
Yeah, take your time. There's no rush. Keith is working it. He's working it.
Then we're rolling. I got something big. It's like, yeah, sure you do.
You do. That's it. Take your time. No rush.
Take your time. Just hurry the hell up.
Shut up. Stop pushing him.
Guess what you got?
You got a dirty pike?
Wow, he's leaving now.
This is the dream team right here. These guys are going to land this monster.
Big pike?
I'm thinking you're dry. What pound test, first of all?
4.
Granddaddy crabby. We're going to need a bigger hole.
This is going to be the biggest crappie ever. Start cutting get the chainsaw out.
It's fighting like a big walleye.
You think?
But I don't think it is. My money's riding on pike, it always has been, but it hasn't done that squirrely maneuver yet. And you should have had him in by now. Same thing with a walleye, you should have had him in by now. Muskie, maybe. Sturgeon, possibly. Snagged a catfish, good chance. It's acting weird. You keep getting it up here, so maybe not. Now every time you bring them up like that, that's a good sign.
Oh.
Don't move, big muskie. I can't get him. Ah, he lost him.
Oh!
And it was a muskie.
Oh, man.
That was definitely muskie. And you had him properly hooked because it was coming up head first.
Oh, man, guys, that sucks. Well, we were packing up, and Keith decided it'd be a great time to hook up like a gigantic muskie. I've never even seen a muskie caught ice fishing before, but we did get to see it. I'm sorry, right at the last second, when the fish popped up, I was so excited. I just stopped looking at the camera, and I just was looking at the hole, so the camera kind of dipped a bit there, so I do apologize for all the excitement. Unfortunately, the fish was just so compacted. There was Mark couldn't get his hand in the gills. There was nowhere to put his hand. And Keith tried to lift him a bit more out of the water, but the 4-pound test just couldn't take it and snapped off. And that was the end of that. He made one last second grab for it as it dropped down, but we couldn't get it up. We couldn't get a photo of it or get it on camera, but we did get to see what it was, thank God, after a long battle. And I think Keith enjoyed that bottle big time. And he's used to losing big fish, so it's all right. Anyway, so that's it. We're making our way back to the cars now, and we're gonna pack it up. So I'll put the camera down so I can drag Mr. Slay behind me here. Get our asses back to the truck, and it'll be time to go. This is fun. All right, guys, that's it. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. You know, that was pretty exciting right at the end. It was a pretty brutal day, but I did at least figure out what was going on with the GoPro. It looks like the GoPro generic batteries that I have, they're a non-GoPro brand. Maybe just in the cold it was really bad, but they kept freezing. As soon as I put a GoPro brand battery in the GoPro, it stopped. So listen, I'm not one of those guys. I like using generic brand batteries. Doesn't matter to me, but clearly as soon as I put the GoPro batteries in there, it worked fine. So listen, any of you other people out there using a GoPro with generic batteries, especially a GoPro 7, you don't have this kind of problem with the camera freezing all the time, let me know which ones you have, because mine clearly aren't cutting it. So yeah, so that's it. And guys, listen, I want everyone out there to please be safe. We got this whole virus situation going on. It's absolutely crazy out there. Please be level-headed. Please be careful, take care of your families, isolate yourselves if you're sick or, you know, if you've been ordered to or whatever. Listen to our health officials, listen to the people that are trying to organize this effort, and just please be careful out there, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, you know, make sure you eat properly, make sure you sleep properly, keep your health up, keep your immune system going, and hopefully we beat this thing over the next couple of months. All right, guys, take it easy. This is Dan reporting live from the side of a highway out there ice fishing. Talk to you later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.